pa pa pa. Oh my goodness. Every time the intro plays, it doesn't matter when it is, always gets me hyped. Oh my God. You feel that? You feel that? You're still living. You're still alive, everybody. Yo, look alive, everybody, because the homies are here. It's not just me. Welcome back to Freezing Cold Takes. It's my pleasure to have you. It's also my pleasure to have the rest of the cool table here. Still waiting on one person. I don't even gotta say who it is. Y'all know who it is. But what's good, Sky? What's good, Necron? How y'all doing tonight? Homies.
Yo, I'm feeling great. Glad to be here with the homies as usual. Man, this should be a fun conversation, yo. I can't wait to talk about these topics tonight. We gonna get down to the nitty gritty tonight, yo.
That's good, bro. That's good. Hey, Necron, how you feeling, bro? How you feeling?
Bro, since I got these headphones, I really hear how that intro really sounds. I didn't jam out that type of music, and I was jamming out. Dude. It just sounds so good through the headphones, man.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I kept looking down, like, oh shit, Necron's jamming. Okay, it's not just me this time because I know I'm always jamming. I saw you bopping. I was like,
good, dude. Sounds
yes,
good, man.
I got Necron. I got Necron with that song. That's awesome, bro. Yeah, I'm glad that you finally were able to hear it. I think Corey is one of the persons who said that too. He's like, yo, you need to listen to this with headphones on. You
hear all the sounds and everything proper.
Exactly, and playing with the actual intro too.
It's really cool.
Apropos, dude. apropos, but yo, nah, dude, that's hilarious, dude. We gotta say what up to everybody in the chat because I mean they're just filing in. And I think we got to start off first and foremost with everybody who's here. But Mikey Sutton, he's coming with the innocent comment earlier. You know he's not innocent. Yeah. What up, Mikey? Shout out to you, homie. Havoc, Qatar. Obviously, you guys are always here. As is Bathan Thoughts. Bathan, I know you're going to sleep soon, bro. So thank you for being here. I already know.
We already know Bad Dan going to sleep pretty soon, bro.
Hey, yo, it's all love, though. We thank you for being here when you go to sleep, yo. I probably like, all right, and just goes to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Yo, and Rock Talks is here. What up, homie? What up?
Hey.
Good to see you here. What up?
Rock Talks.
Yeah, it's great to see you.
Be on the lookout. I got something coming with Rock Talks.
I want to see that, bro. I want to see that. I'm looking forward to listening to that, and also it's awesome to see somebody new. Who, you know, he's not new, but he's new. Good to see him hop into the streaming world. So, yo, congrats to you, by the way, Rock Toss. I saw the little banner in here in our StreamYard. So, like, oh, okay, I see what they were doing. Okay, yo, a little behind the scenes. But what up, Lucas? Ironside, obviously, South Cali guys here, and we got Kingdom of Nerds. We all know who that is, but we're just going to call him Kingdom of Nerds. What up, homeboy? Futuretron. Brucifer.
So much love to the homies.
Futuretron's always coming in here and shouting out the Syndicate Network, so much appreciated. Much appreciated. Yeah, dude, we need that. Oh, and of course, Trey, the Bat Channel. What's good, man? Just saw you earlier with the Meg watch along. I was a little busy with dinner, so I couldn't pop in, but I honestly... But all his coverage with the Meg movie, I'm gonna check it out, dude. I love Jason Statham, so I'm gonna check it out. Check it out.
I actually saw some previews to that, and it looks like it's pretty out of control. We got a couple of giant Megs, and they're like, what the fuck? It's like Godzilla movie or something. I'm gonna check it out,
dude. They got me with the comedy aspect of like the shark killings. You know what I'm saying? Like when I saw the first preview of it, I think it was for the Flash movie, before the Flash movie. And it was that girl like talking in an underground tank. She's like, yeah, you know, it's all proof, it's Meg proof. And she boom, and just goes, hey, yeah. I was like, yes, thank you for that. And yo, Super Bro, yeah, he was here. He's like, it sounds so good.
Bro,
talking about the intro, that's hilarious. Yeah, man, I gotta check out the Meg, and the Meg 2. I gotta check out the Meg first. I'm gonna put on Trey's watch along just for that. So appreciate that, yo. And the Emancipated, what's up, man? Just came to stop by. Appreciate that. Appreciate the support. If you're stopping by, like and subscribe if you're new here. We are here almost every Wednesday. it's kind of iffy sometimes if we're here or if we're not. And now we start doing watch-alongs on Wednesdays too. So you can catch up with the watch-alongs. The cartoons and serial watch-alongs are also here, also on Sky's channel and Necron's channel and Leon's channel when he's here. The watch-alongs with cartoons and serial. Right now we're watching the Batman, and we I guess before we get into the topics real quick, and I'm gonna keep shouting out the people as they come in. What's up, Nightwing? What's up, Nightwing? I would say, how do you guys feel about the beginning of the Batman series? Because it kind of caught me off guard. I ended up liking it more than I thought I would for the first couple of episodes that we saw.
I'll let Sky speak on that because he's the one who hadn't seen it.
That's fair.
Man, yes, I am totally new to this show. I hadn't seen not one episode, right? I think I might have seen maybe like some pictures or like some clips or whatever, just in passing, maybe throughout the years, right? But I had no like official awareness of anything about this show. But watching the first 5 episodes, I was thoroughly entertained. I loved it. Like, yo, I was loving it. Not just liking it. I was loving it. So, you know, we'll you see if he can keep that up throughout the entirety of the series. But no, I loved the first 5 episodes. I was laughing out loud, like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Right. And they was throwing some adult jokes in there, right? Like with the Penguin when he was like, yeah, I just returned from abroad, right? And then the girl walked on, and then he was like, speaking of abroad, and I was like, what?
Yo, he was not backing down on the crassness of that. It was perfect though. It's perfect. That's the type of stuff we expect from those villains, and they're not shying away from it. And yeah, I would say I was loving it too, man. I was very surprised because I never watched it either, man. As a Flash fan, as you guys all know, I've seen so much Batman stuff. I don't really go check out something that's Batman unless one, it's involved with Flash, or it has, you know, Ben Affleck in it, someone I want to see like that. But all the Batman stuff we get, I'm not checking out everything. I only check it out if someone's like, yo, go check this out. Like the recent one that I need to check out. It's on my list. I forget what it is. The Batman, it's almost like the Gotham by Gaslight. It's like that one, but it's not. Help me out, guys.
You're talking
the newer one?
Yeah. The one just came out. Doom Comes to Gotham.
Yes.
I've been hearing that's fire.
Dude, that is real good because
that's the one I'm gonna.
It's Lovecraft mixed with you know, Batman lore, Lovecraft lore and Batman lore. Really cool, really cool.
Yeah,
well done.
I love that concept too, mixing it right.
It's an Elseworlds, like it's set, I guess, in a time.
Okay.
Maybe it is the Gotham by Gaslight Batman. Kind of seems like it is, but
that's what Leon said.
Yeah, set in, like maybe, you know, not a direct sequel, but kind of, you know, in that world. I don't know for sure, but it's good. It is good.
Hey,
top-notch animation too, not that weird.
Right. That matters.
Animation. It looks really good.
That matters, dude. That's a part of it. And I'm gonna check that out just because you and Leon like recommended it, and I'm like, all right, well, it's another Batman thing to check out, but it's a new take on Batman with the Lovecraft like lore, and I like that exploration of it. Like, let's put these heroes in another story that we know so well, and like let's see how it operates. Let's see how it differentiates and changes, and the historical elements of stories I always love. Like I told you guys before, Wonder Woman 1. One of the reasons why I loved it so much is because of the setting of World War One. I still want to see the 1854 movie, but I love the fact that we saw a historically accurate London with like all the smokestacks and all the smoke plumes and all that, and then they were historically accurate with all the war stuff too, and like how many different countries and even like Native Americans were over there fighting and against the Nazis and against the Germans, I guess, because it was a world war. That was the first, the first definition of it. So I loved it. I loved the historically accuracy of it, and I would love to see any of these heroes go back. Like all of the Justice League episodes when they go back in time, I think that's so fun, dude. Like I think that's so cool. Oh, now we got to fit in. All right, we're all in Western gear now. You know, oh, we got Bruce Wayne in like a black trench coat, looking dope as fuck. Like that's so cool to me. Excuse me. So I love that take on it. And I guess real quick, Skiiwalker, if you wanna, I don't know why I said your full name because I was reading it. He said, "What do you think of the Joker with the dreads in the Batman?"
Yo, I thought Joker was dope. I actually liked all the interpretations of the Rogues Gallery so far. You know, it's different, but it seems to be in line with who the Joker is so far. I'm also and I was also loving that they gave him a bit more physicality too, as well as they have seeming to be doing with most of the villains, right? Because even Penguin was getting with Batman on that tree, which was a dope fight scene, by the way.
Yeah,
that whole scene was set up, and them fighting in the tree, and him using the like, it looked like a boss fight from like a video game.
Yeah.
Right.
Press triangle. Press circle.
You know, all of them kind of do it. It almost seems like a boss fight in the video game. So, hey, I'm loving this show. We'll see if it holds this level of excitement for me throughout the entire series.
Right.
Which
exactly.
I'm not saying that it has to, because that would be crazy. Because then this would be in like GOAT shows of all time.
Right.
But like, you know, I'm pretty sure that there's gonna be some highs and lows, and we're gonna check it out.
Right. There's gonna be some yawns and some snores in there, but hey, it happens with every show, especially if there's I'm pretty sure this one's 5 seasons long, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah, so like one that's this long, it definitely happens with that.
Yeah, you'll have a couple.
You're gonna get some. And the Emancipator asks, "Who's watched Justice League War World?" I haven't watched that yet either. We're all so busy, but definitely want to. What's your recommendation if you have watched it, or if anyone in the chat has? Let's hear your reviews of it and go through. And Qatar says about Gotham by Gaslight is a mix of Gaslight and a Master of the Future. Okay. Do you mean by the Doom comes to Gotham? And
you might mean that.
Yeah. Kingdom of Hearts. Had to pick up some Batman beta repellent for some fools. Hey, you keep that in the tool belt and just.
Oh yeah, where he works over. Well, but he's part of the new MME, and they dealing with betas left and right over there.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're talking about in the Batman series we're watching? Yeah, I would agree. I think, well, actually, I like Bane, dude. Bane looked badass. And the one line that he said is like, "Nothing escapes the eye," or whatever. That was pretty hard. I was like, "Ooh, okay, Bane." Mr. Freeze is dope though. Like kind of the way that he came to be and the way he looks awesome. I'll give you that.
He's like we were saying when we were watching, he's like a super powered Mr. Freeze, man. Like, damn.
Yeah. My dumbass though. I'm just realizing they're probably making a joke here. Mr. Freeze is the coolest, dude. Yeah, probably play on.
Come on, man. Austin falling for the banana until
my
fight.
Dumbass, dude. My dumbass,
Mr. Freeze is the
coolest, bro. My dumbass. My dumbass, bro. You got me.
Ain't he cool?
That's hilarious. It's the bare feet I don't like about that Joker design. I give you that. He kind of looks like a version. You guys ever watched the first Hellboy movie?
Yeah.
You know those beast things that he fights with like the crazy hair and the like crazy. That's what the Joker looks like to me. In the back. Damn. Tell me that's not accurate, bro. That's what he looks like. Bare feet gross me out. I don't blame you, bro. I'm gonna have to pull up a side by side of the Joker and his triangle face and those things, bro. And then their hair. That is the Joker. I don't know. How do you pronounce that, Sky? Can you read that? Capoeira fighting style? Really? That's crazy. It is 5 seasons. All right. Qatar watched Justice League World. All right. Interesting. Oh, shit. Leon, what's up, dude? was about to say he's making a pun. Yo, Leon, I fell up into that. Yo, I fell. You knew that already, Leon. And Wonder Woman was awesome in Justice League World. I've been seeing more of her like highlights as far as like that advertisement is all Wonder Woman. She does look dope. What up, Leon? What up, homie?
What's
come
up,
through,
Leon?
Come through whenever you're ready, or if you're not ready, that's cool too, bro. We just talking about the chat's comments right now, catching up on the Batman series. When did we leave off, by the way, for everyone who wants to catch up with us on Saturday?
We watched the first 5 episodes. Yeah.
That's what it was. So catch up to episode 6 of season 1 of the Batman series, and you'll be caught up with us, and we'll be rip roaring ready to go Saturday morning, 10 a.m. And
dude, the first time I saw that actual, the Batman, that character, I think I was watching like a movie, the Batman versus Dracula, like on Cartoon Network one time during like Halloween time. And I had never seen that character before. And I was like, hey, this is fucking pretty dope, man. This dude's cool. He does cool stuff. And that's when I first, saw that the Batman. I thought not bad at all, dude. So I would catch episodes here and there, but never watched it like consistently.
Right. Okay. So the movie won you over. Cool. Yeah. What? Maybe we'll have to watch that
one night when and I was like, yeah, I'll check this out. What is this? It was
yeah. Cool. Hey, and if it's on, it's on, right? Especially if there's nothing else on, that's when they really get you. You're like, all right, I guess I'm looking into this. I've been wanting to check this out, and it's on, and nothing else is on. Yeah, I'm excited to see how everyone else in their world comes up and like how they portray all the other like no-namers. We haven't seen Catwoman yet that I know of. We haven't seen
only in the intro.
Only during
the intro. Yeah.
Poison Ivy. Haven't seen her.
Haven't seen Poison Ivy.
They might. I'm sure they'll go into the Court of Owls. Clayface. Yep.
Bro, man, Batman got the best role.
Two-Face.
Yeah, you can just go
Two-Face.
on.
Two-Face, bro. The Riddler.
The Riddler. We got a lot.
Come on, bro.
A lot left, and obviously there's many that they can go into, bro. I mean, dude, my favorite, like, it's such a dumb character. It's probably why I love it, but it's Calendar Man, dude. It's like it's so ridiculous of a character to come up with, but he's also just like, yo, he could come up too. He could be in this show too. Who knows?
Killer Croc.
Yep.
Killer Croc. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Obviously Scarecrow. That's one we're forgetting.
I bet Scarecrow on this show would be pretty cool.
That's what I'm saying. It's a little bit of a variation, kind of. So it's interesting to see how they portray each villain. And also, are we ever gonna see Jim Gordon, dude, or what's the deal with that? Is it just different now? Is it just
I don't know, maybe embargo.
It's just the lady.
Okay. Bad Dan says they don't use any villains in Batman Begins or The Dark Knight aside from Joker.
Okay, so Two-Face is out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So no Two-Face, but even still,
right,
man, look, we got plenty of villains that they can throw in there, yo.
They don't need no King Tut.
That's right. They don't need a bunch of them. And I wanted to say real quick, the Emancipator is telling us when we go to watch Justice League World, we're gonna like the Wonder Woman part. I guess it falls apart during the Batman part, but rises back up with a Superman part. So we're gonna have to find it out. And then they said the ending obviously leads to the announcement of the new Crisis film. So looking forward to seeing that how it is actually, the full thing of it. I'm not really in love with the animation style that they have for this type of thing with like the newer one, but
I'm
gotta live with it. You know what I mean? Like I'm not in love with it, so it's kind of hard for me to watch some of it. If it gets me though, I'll watch the whole thing. But a lot of times I end up, as soon as I'm at my phone for like more than a couple of minutes, I'm like, all right, what am I doing watching this? I'm obviously not interested, so I'll turn a lot of stuff off. That happened to me with the Batman movie very fast. Let me just tell you that. Yo, and they're also saying Mongol is mid. Tomorrowverse design ruin him. Ooh, okay, fair enough. See, that's what I feel. It's called a Tomorrowverse. That's what they call it. That design. The Riddler has long hair in this.
Yeah, because they say that because Man of Tomorrow was the first one that came out after the Justice League Dark.
Dark, yeah.
Apocalypse War. Yeah.
That was so sick, dude. I'm so
Yo,
mad that
that
universe
movie,
ended.
I got it on 4K. That movie is fire, yo.
So sick, dude.
Really good.
There was a time where you could go on like my Voodoo, and I just had all of the animated films on there. It wasn't actually Voodoo before that. It was called like Cinema Now back in the day, but I had every single one, and it was perfect because they lined them up in order the way they came out. Like the King of Atlantis film with Aquaman and all that. It was cool too, like how they in that universe they had all of the superheroes fight Darkseid first. You know, they ended it again with that, but like when they started it and they're all like just meeting each other, everyone loves it, and I love it too when Batman meets Green Lantern and he's like, "What's this?" and he has the ring.
Yeah.
He's like, "What?" It's so great, dude.
He's like, this seems to operate based off concentration. He's like, how'd you take that? You weren't concentrating.
So great, dude. So great. So great, dude. Yeah, season 3 Gordon appears. Nice. All right, spoilers. No, I'm just kidding, everybody. It's been out for years. I'm just kidding. But Mama Bear made it in. What's good, hey. Mama Bear? I was looking for her, bro. I was looking for Mama Bear. It's hilarious. And a lot of people don't like the animation style. Yeah. It's just like, I don't like it, man.
It's kind of cheap looking.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. You know, it's cheap.
Yeah, it looks a little cookie cutter. And DJ Rock Talks says, I actually watched Batman vs. Ninja Turtles 2 not too long ago. My kids was really good. Never saw Batman vs. Dracula. Okay. Batman vs. Ninja Turtles. Interesting. I'll check it out based on your recommendation. All this Batman picking. God damn, bro. Batman.
Hey, the Batman movies was some of the best parts of the DCAU, right? Like,
facts. Yep. It was the heart of it. It was the heart of it.
Batman versus Robin? Yo, that movie was hard, yo.
That was great.
Oh, my God.
That's kind of what we were leading up to with the Havoc's comment here, right? An adaptation of Justice League Apocalypse War. That's kind of like
that's what we was getting. Literally, they just kind of adapted what Zack was doing, yo. Like,
that's what we was like. Oh my God, yo, Josh, what up, man? What up? Appreciate you coming through. Imagine Yellow Lantern, Batfleck, and Nightmare Time. Oh my God, I want Affleck in the Mobius chair, bro. That's what I want. No, I ain't.
Oh my God, right?
That's what I want, dude.
No one have a chance. Shit.
I'll never forget that story. Hearing about that, but oh my God, and more people have watched the Batman vs. TMT. It was actually fun. Wow. Okay. Hey, I love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. One of my favorite like series growing up, and then actually what got me as a kid was those 90 movies, those live action 90 movies with like the big. Like guys that looked, they were fake, obviously. Like, I don't know how
Casey Jones, right? Oh man, yo, I love that movie, yo.
I love that movie.
Well, the first two are dope. The third one, I don't know.
You might as well watch the third one.
On with the third one.
Don't watch that one.
But the first two, you know, TMNT and then Secret of the Ooze. Oh yeah,
Everyone had those two VHSs back in the day. If you liked the first one, the first one got me, bro. I was like, oh my God, why is this so good? Like it shouldn't be this good.
Yeah,
it shouldn't be this good. Why? Like they look real. We know they're fake, but they're doing it like legit. Oh my God, yeah. You know what? We might have to go watch and plan a future watch along for those 90s movies, dude. They shouldn't be that good. But let's go into the actual topics that we wanted to discuss tonight. And shout out to the chat, by the way, for continuing the conversation. We've been here for half an hour talking about random stuff, talking about animated stuff, even though we're here for the live action. And we talk about the animated stuff because we love the animated stuff. And the live action stuff, it's like we don't love it because they're not doing it right, man. We can complain about the animation, I guess, with animation, but the story they always kind of nail, right? They're not too far off of the DC Bible, as it were. You know what I mean? They keep it pretty close to the heart of what DC is. but for some reason, the new head of the co-head. Sorry, co-head. He's not the head. He's just the co-head. James Gunn. He just doesn't seem to know what he's doing with DC. And it sucks to hear this, but apparently Gal Gadot is working with James Gunn and Peter Safran to develop a Wonder Woman 3, which is fine. As far as that goes, I don't know if I'll see it. We'll find out if that comes up. But I wanted to get. I know you talked about it last night a little bit, Sky. But how do you feel about this? Because you kind of said it today. And how do you feel about how does this affect for you the Cell movement? Wonder Woman 3 going to be in the DCU, as it were.
Wait, did we talk about this last night?
I'm not sure. Did you? You might have mentioned it. I
don't think so, right? I don't know. You just kind of threw me off. I was like, yo, did we talk about this last night? I was like,
I don't know, dude. Every day blends together, bro. So.
Hey, I feel that, right? But look. Now, on the surface, right, when I thought about this, I was like, yo, man, what's going on, right? Like, they about to make Wonder Woman all wacky and everything. Like, I'm picturing this thing coming off of, the heels of 1984, right? And I was like, yo, man, this is like, what's going on, right? I was just really, really thinking that. But then I had a thought and something hit me, right? I was like, yo, I think that we are seeing like live, like, in real time that James Gunn and Peter Safran's plan, they might be having to alter what they were gonna do. And maybe the response of some of these projects and things that he's been putting out, maybe that has them wanting to go with something that may be a little bit more bankable. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, right? I'm gonna take this as I'm not really sure if this was part of the plan, guys, from the start. That's what I'm trying to say. I do not believe that this was part of the plan from the start. And I think that, something's, because look, and think about this, right? If you are going to hashtag sell ZSJL to Netflix, you're gonna have this Justice League stuff going on Netflix, right? Why, if Wonder Woman is gonna be in the zeitgeist, why not? You know what I'm saying? Do a live action one theatrically and try to capitalize on some of that momentum that's out there.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I think plans have been altered, guys. I 100% think that plans have been altered, and I do not believe that this was part of the plan from the beginning.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like, why is this being announced now, right? And like, obviously, if you can keep some people from the former DCEU, like your wife, maybe you can keep other people that might be beneficial for you, like Gal Gadot, and might do well in your story, and help you out and make you look better as a person, than keeping Gal Gadot. Obviously, it makes a lot of sense to go and like try and snipe her for a Wonder Woman 3, but again, like, it doesn't matter what type of things like you might come up with. It's I can almost say with certainty this film will be worse than Wonder Woman 84. Like, if it gets made, if it actually gets made, dude, this gonna be worse. There's no way it won't be. That's how I feel about it. And
Bro.
like there's no way. I'm sorry. I love Gal Gadot, dude. I loved her since I saw her in Fast and Furious back in the Disney, and she was getting a handprint from Homeboy. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If you guys remember that reference, when she
Yep.
was getting the handprint from Homeboy. I've always loved her as an actress. And I go try and see everything that she does, because she does it so well. And even that Nile, Death on the Nile movie, I checked out, which is cool. It's different to see. It's cool. It's cool to see different cinema. I don't, however, want to see different cinema with Wonder Woman. I want to fold back to what we saw with the original Wonder Woman back in 2017. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, cool. If we do Wonder Woman 3, cool. But I still want Wonder Woman 1854. You know what I'm saying? Like, cool. But also, let's get this done too. That's how I feel about that. And like, if this gets made, whatever. But it definitely was not in the original plan, right? If everything you've been announcing so far isn't hitting, you gotta switch something up, bro. You gotta switch something up. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, people aren't coming in the doors and buying them tickets. They don't care about any of this stuff. So what do you gotta do? You gotta make a free agent signing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you gotta retain one of the old players so that the fans will come back. You know, that we've seen this before, and I wish we saw it more. And it wasn't there wasn't other poor business decisions made first. Like, cool, you got Wonder Woman back, but where was Superman and where's Batman? And don't tell me that, you know, now it's too much money, because obviously you could afford Gal Gadot, right? I don't care what you say about contracts. Henry Cavill was gonna have a contract, like had a contract set. Ben Affleck had a contract set and went in. And definitely, he had to have signed to be on for Aquaman and then on for Flash, like, and do all that stuff. Like, they change contracts, they cancel contracts whenever they feel fit and work around those contracts. So, if they have money for Gal Gadot, they definitely could have had the money for Henry and could have had the money for Ben. So, all of the talk, all of the reasoning for a reboot now, it's just kind of like null and void now that this has been announced. If this is the case. Because if you're making a movie with Gal, you're not making a budget movie. You're not making a $100 million superhero movie. You're not doing that with Gal, especially Wonder Woman 3, the end of the trilogy. You're not making some budget film. So that's how I feel about this announcement. It's kind of like, all right, much ado about nothing. And she was probably told to say this, like, very unprovoked. I feel like she was just like, yeah, and from what I'm told, I'm gonna be working with Peter and James Gunn. Like, okay, like who have you talked to recently, Gal? And who's telling you that? Also, obviously she knows more than us, but it's with all due respect, Wonder Woman 3 with James Gunn and Peter Safran for me is a big who cares? That's how I feel about that. But Necron, how do you feel about the Wonder Woman 3 announcement?
Oh yeah. What's the studio's head's name? Tweedledee and Tweedlegun. They were probably like, dude, we got some, we got to get something good out, Flash Bomb, everything. No one gives a crap about my slate. It's getting, clowned all the time. What can we do to get some good, PR in the name of DC?
Right.
Well, who is one of the most, favorite characters and actresses to portray her? Gal. Let's, just slip something out there and give us some, good publicity from once that, hey, it's the good old WB dangling carrot, hey, look at this, we might bring her back, everyone, look, and of course everyone, will get happy because, yeah, we love Gal, let's bring her back. And, and they get to ride a good publicity wave for a couple of days, with this. I don't think it's serious. I think it was just something to, to get the DC name out there and people talking about it again. and anything Zack Snyder related, even Gal, she's Zack's Wonder Woman. It just gives them views and engagement and good publicity. Look what Zack did for Blue Beetle. One little tweet, more publicity, and talking about that movie than anything they could have paid for and did on their own. It's a Zack Snyder effect, and they want some of that. Yeah,
no, absolutely. And I guess if the chat doesn't mind, we should just run right into slide 2, which is this kind of goes hand in hand. It's all DC, right?
Wait,
this happened first.
Hold on, because I have to say something on this
about
topic,
this.
Yo.
This?
Yes, yo.
Okay.
Yo, this is hilarious because I've been getting bombarded with messages this entire time, yo. And yo,
people are agreeing with Necron too, by the way. Yeah, it's PR, bro. PR, bro. They're saying it's all people in the chat are agreeing. Yeah.
Oh,
PR.
no. Hey, no. I think this is happening. I think this is potential. I think this is happening. And here's the thing, right? Look, just think about this, right? Still put out, as y'all just said, that the Death of the Justice League, the picture that he put out, right? Yo, we already knew when Henry Cavill, was recast, we knew what that meant. That meant that the rest of the Justice League was on their way out. They tried to act like it wasn't the case, but then one by one, we slowly started to learn that it in fact was the case, right? Which has gotten us to this point where the reboot's already been announced, obviously, but then also you have castings for your new universe happening, right? I mean, you're casting major Justice League characters, right? And it's not creating traction, right? Nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares about this slate. Nobody cares about this movie, right? And then so, I am just, look, I don't know nothing. This, y'all just heard me, right? I feel like, or I think rather, believe that things are changing, 100%. I think this is clear evidence of that. It was not in the plans for Gal Gadot to be making Wonder Woman 3. He asked it when he walked in the door. Right? Remember they couldn't get the script together, right? And then they blamed Patty Jenkins.
Right, yeah, right. What the fuck? What are we talking about?
She come out and was like, nah, look, I was told that I wasn't coming back under no circumstances. Right? Come on now, yo.
You forget about this? Dude, I forgot about that too. Just mentioned, you're totally right. That all came out.
No, man, this is happening.
That's crazy.
Things are changing. They needed something to try to get some traction, but look, I think that's why they're like, yo, hey, look, bro, this whole, you just being able to do whatever you want to do with your wacky characters and stuff, and you want to do Guy Gardner and and all that as like a main Justice League character, right? You want to sideline Batman, right? You want to have Superman on TikTok, right? All that, right? You want to cancel Man of Steel 2 and then turn around and probably use part of the script, right? And then try to shuffle Brainiac into this. Come on, dude. We see what's going on. You think this dude was about to have Guy Gardner as Green Lantern and he plans on bringing back Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman? Like, nah, man. Nah. Not at all. Nah, man. Look, this is no. I think, man, it's working. Hey, y'all seeing it now, right? Y'all don't see all this movement right now. Yo, this is wild, right? Listen to this, right? Still didn't happen, right? We were supposed to be quiet somewhere mourning the Snyderverse, right? Now we getting stuff over to Netflix, right? We got Gal Gadot apparently back now, right? Yo, they was just writing a moratorium for all these characters, or writing a eulogy rather for all these interpretations after The Flash came out. All that stuff wasn't no accident. Everybody knew that was the last time. And then all of a sudden, Gal is back as Wonder Woman. This is crazy.
But the thing is, it's like I still don't want it to be under the tutelage of fucking James Gunn.
No. Look, I'm not speaking to the quality that of this film whatsoever. I'm speaking to its existence at all.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, they're definitely making changes because they have to, bro.
Yo, we gotta see what's going on right now, y'all.
Yeah.
Like we have to read the tea leaves. This is crazy. Something definitely changed. What no man, get out of here.
They announced it. They announced
no way, like Gal Gadot says that without that being cleared too. She knows better than that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, she's been in this. She's been Wonder Woman for a long time.
She knows
for a long time.
Can't say. So
it's definitely not a. Well, at least I don't think it would be a slip up. Yeah.
No, that definitely wasn't their plan to have Gal. They wanted to, destroy any remnant of Snyder.
Right.
So just even letting this get out is a huge thing to say. Will it happen? This Necron speaking. Will it happen? It probably will if Universal buys them because they want to make money, and Gal's a surefire hit as Wonder Woman. And we ain't gonna talk about Wonder Woman 2. We all know what happened there. If that wasn't coming out during the height of the pandemic, that would have been a hit. Not saying it's a great movie, but it would have been a hit because people just love Gal as Wonder Woman. People would have showed up.
Yeah. Oh, it definitely would have made more money.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say it's a $1 billion movie, but it would have made money for sure.
Yeah. And it's pretty. It just it's like man, I just feel like who cares that you're doing it? But yeah, it is a big deal because things are changing. I just don't. I'm not gonna watch it probably. If it does happen, I probably won't watch it. But it is a big deal, and I just hope that Wonder Woman 1854 still happens. That's all I want to see, bro. That's if Wonder Woman 3 is Wonder Woman 1854. They actually do it well. That would be also a cool way to go out with the Trinity. As far as what was previously announced though with Wonder Woman 3. They were gonna do the Trinity film, remember?
That would have been great, man. Hell yeah!
If they go back to it, I hope they do it well. I hope they do it well because that makes a lot of sense. But are we gonna see obviously the new Superman and a new Batman? Are we gonna see that? And is that even possible to make sense for the general audience if it's a completely different Superman, if it's a completely different Batman? Is that even going to make sense? It's always
on the TV shows when they bring in new actors who replace people. It's always kind of weird.
and it never does as well. The only time,
nothing beats your original actors.
It never
You're
does
never
as
gonna.
well.
So I mean, it's really hokey ideal. You know, you're gonna have Gal with this new, you know, Superman and Batman. I don't know, dude.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'd rather see her with the real Trinity.
Right. Yeah. Everyone would. All of the massive amount of Henry Cavill fans that show up for these things, and when Henry Cavill isn't involved, and you see the Henry Cavill fans not show up, you know, it's very clear as day. Netflix is feeling that presence felt with the drop off of Witcher viewers because of Henry Cavill's exit there. It shows in numbers, in the hundreds of thousands, and so it's like it's very obvious. And, yeah, the fandom that we have here. So, it's huge. It's huge. What were you gonna say?
Some of y'all was trying to act like Sales ESJL wasn't powerful, yo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yo, man, look, yo, man, when this yo Woo, I can't wait. I cannot wait, yo. I cannot wait to have this conversation. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hey, maybe
multiverse, people.
Us. Yeah, who knows? The multiverse, we need it. We need it. We need the Elseworlds, dude. Because that thing, to me, that's the only thing that's going to save DC, in my opinion, at this point. Like, everything that I'm hearing of what's new. Oh, this is announced. This is what's going to happen. This is rumored to be like, oh man, this all sounds trash, dude. Like, I love the fact that they're going to use Brainiac, but it's going to be in the DCU. So it's like, I don't care. I don't want to see that. I
saw Guardians of the Galaxy too. He handles those big cosmic characters terrible.
Terribly.
Terrible. He can't handle no Brainiac. No way. And the only reason he got away with all that crap in Guardians is because they were unknowns. You know, the actual characters.
We know these people though.
Yeah, everybody, we've seen, Henry Cavill Superman. People know how he's supposed to be and how it's supposed to be interpreted.
Yeah, exactly.
I
completely agree.
Be wary. Be very wary.
I'm just not gonna. It's like I don't care about the news that comes out about the DCU, dude. You know what I'm saying?
So it begins.
yo, I'm sorry. Yo. Hey. I'll be back in a second.
Every time, dude.
Every time. Yeah, dude. I can see what Sky's saying for sure. That probably shareholders have been saying, "Hey, WTF?"
Right?
We need to make some money, and Gal's a guaranteed money maker. Put her back, or we're belling. We're belling. Not always, that money changes everything. Oh,
yeah, and it really does, man, and especially the lack of money, the lack thereof. Like, oh well, who could we salvage still, even though we've ruined the relationship with Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill?
Absolutely not.
Remember that
one? That is not going to happen with either one of them guys, especially Ben Affleck. Absolutely not. He ain't going to go back on that. And as Sky was at full circle. And Ben was there with Zach. That's the camp.
It really is, dude. It really is. And
hey, we need some of that beta spray that Kingdom of Nerds had.
What was it? Beta repellent. Beta repellent. Sorry, I can just do this right here. But it's just it's like, okay, it's breaking news and all that, and it probably I don't know if it broke the internet today with her saying that. It was definitely a huge deal with her saying that and having that interview come out. However, I think a bigger story that we had was actually what I wanted to segue to earlier. The fact that Zack Snyder supports Blue Beetle and said he posted this picture on the left and then said, "I'm going to be taking my kids to see Blue Beetle because representation matters." I thought that was massive, dude. I thought that was massive.
But if you get the support from Zack, it is massive, you know. And
yeah,
and I honestly believe, you know, I think the Blue Beetle is probably geared towards the age group of Zack's kids.
That's fair.
You know, and why wouldn't he want to not take his kids to see that? You know,
yeah,
Zack's gonna do what Zack wants to do, but but there's history between him and WB. So to get Zack when he supports a WB project, that's always a huge thing.
Yeah, no.
And what I mean by history, yes, some of it's great and some of it not so great. And the last of it was not so great.
You know? Right. And but dude, like, let's talk to the fact that like how big the response was. The fact
the Zack effect.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's still there. It's still there. Like this thing trended for like what 2 days after he posted it. Zack Snyder was trending too as well for 2 days, I believe. Zack Snyder's Justice League was trending in that point in time too. So, like the Zack effect is real. Him just coming out and saying anything about a movie is a massive deal. And I think it. No shade either to Gal, but this was bigger than the Gal story. If you're gonna talk about terms of engagement,
oh yeah, engagement wise,
right, and what it means now and in the future as well. Like, well, what does this mean? Does this mean that I would love to see this character in Zack's world, man? I would love to see that. To see maybe like a Young Justice take on the Zack Snyder's Justice League after they have the big Dark Side invasion. That would be cool to see. And also they're not far off of the way that they did the design of the character. I think they nailed it. I actually love the suit. I love the way it transforms. The only thing I guess I would change is the big freaking arc, like hand things on his neck. Like those aren't that big, and a lot of the stuff. But I think they nailed it as far as the Blue Beetle design.
I'll agree with that, bro. The suit looks pretty damn good, man.
Yeah.
It looks,
you can't hate on that. You got to be honest about that, right?
That looks kick ass, actually.
As far as like, and comic book accurate too, Not only does it look good,
dude, but for me, man, that George Lopez calling Batman a fascist and all that, I was just like, that just put a sour taste in my mouth. I'm like,
immediately.
Like, why are they doing that to Batman? Come on. He just saved the world, and
Zack it's not necessary.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yeah, it's not necessary at all to even like say that about choose any other character besides the title character of DC. The guy. That's the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's definitely. I don't know if I'm probably not going to see it. I'm definitely not going to see it in theaters. I'll say that. I applaud Zack Snyder for going to do this and wanting to go see it.
It's a kid's teenager movie. So why wouldn't he take his kids to see it? And there's also other implications of him just supporting a WB product, especially a DC product. That's a big deal too. There's other. It's like a twofold type of situation with the Zack supporting this.
That's part of what we have to talk about as well is that like. Because he's a DC guy, but I guess not right now, so to speak. He's not making anything new DC right now. But obviously he is DC.
I also seen some stretches too.
As far as what?
People saying, "Oh, Zack supports James Gunn."
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, that's a stretch.
That's not what he said. That's not what he said in that tweet at all. All he said was representation matters. That's it.
Yep. And also, this wasn't a James Gunn project.
No.
It's just being poached into the DCU because, the poacher strikes again. So, this ain't no way, Zack. This means, he supports, James Gunn.
Yeah, and that's crazy that and that people would first of all take that like line of thinking, right? Like we know that that's not the case, and if he supported James Gunn via the Blue Beetle movie, he would have said so. I kind of think this might be an after obligation from Full Circle and being allowed to kind of uh, have his Justice League viewed in IMAX in a theater and stuff like that. I think that's part of when maybe some of the obligations. Like, okay, you're allowed to do this. Can you just support some of these movies that are coming out? So here we go again with
If it came from two people at WB asking them
Pam and Mike. That's who I think.
exactly.
That's
If
who I
that,
think.
I'll go along with that. Yeah,
You
but
know what I'm saying? Like,
I
yeah, it's
also think Zach too isn't going to blindly support something unless he's cued into how the product.
Oh, for sure,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
For sure. And if and what's one of the things that took off the most that people will recognize too about this Blue Beetle film now is that uh when people go to see this or now recent talks about Blue Beetle, when they go to search Blue Beetle into Google, they'll see Zack Snyder come up and they'll be like, "Oh dang, is he like connected to this in any shape or form?" Well, they just see that, oh, he just supports like going to see it because representation matters. And what are they gonna do with some of the representation in the DCEU? Well, what are they doing with the current representation now? Getting rid of Cyborg, getting rid of a Latina Supergirl to replace her with an all white Supergirl, all white, like blonde, blue eyes, like. So we'll see how representation matters in the actual
Dude,
DCU. You know what I'm saying?
Supergirl and the Flash was
Dope,
fucking awesome.
amazing, dude. I want to see the
I was
full
like,
cut.
I don't even give a crap about blonde Supergirl or any of that because she played it so cool, and this is even with the short moments she was in, I was like, I like this. She's kick ass.
Yeah, dude, she was, and you could feel her performance too. Sasha Kaye was a great actress. She did great to fulfill like who I would expect Supergirl would be, like Henry
Yeah.
Cavill's cousin. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always thought it was weird that Henry Cavill's cousin was completely different looking. Like, is she second cousins? Like, how far cousins are we? Where she's like blonde haired and looks like completely different. I thought Sasha Kaye looked a lot more like Henry Cavill, and also like I felt it when Zai was like, the infant did not survive. And when she was like, "What did you do?" I felt that, man. Even though we saw it multiple times in the trailers, I still felt it when I saw it in the movie theater. So, yeah, it just we'll see how representation matters, because as far as the DCU is concerned right now, all they've done is gotten rid of the current Latina star, and so we'll see how that goes. But yo, Sky, did you want to elaborate on anything of what's going on? Did you want to talk about anything at all? I guess not. All right, he's just got
He
to
can't contain himself.
And Supergirl and the Flash was like, "Sir, oh, yeah, I get that. I get that. I wish they didn't cut their fight scenes either, dude. I know. That's
Dude,
what I want to
fought
see the
like a
full cut,
beast,
the
man.
Muschietti cut.
She didn't care. She
No,
just,
dude.
hey, these people tortured me. I'm gonna take them out.
I'm gonna take him out, and I will say one of the things about that scene that I love too is how ruthless the Flash was with one of his kills, dude. He just gets him with a zoom kill real quick. He gets him with the Kryptonian, just right hand phasing to the chest and just, "Are you okay?" real quick, like, yo, that was sick. Time to get some Mando armor. Nah, you're good, Nightwing. We don't have that many. If Sky wants to say something, I don't know if he does, dude. I don't know if he
can. Yeah. Sky got something to say. Sky got something to say. Listen, guys. All right. I know y'all feel it. Y'all feel it in y'all bones, right? There's all this talk about Zack Snyder in the air right now, right? This man is talking about Blue Beetle, endorsing Blue Beetle. He talking about the Snyder punch cut, right?
Ooh, yeah.
Right. All this stuff is going on. I know y'all feel it, man. Right now, all of a sudden, Gal Gadot is saying, right? Yo, listen, guys, listen. Sell is the way. It is. We must continue. We must fight. This is the way that we're gonna be able to get this done, yo. This is how we get the conclusion. Right? We got Leon here now. Yo, man, look. Yo.
Oh shit.
I don't think you guys understand like the magnitude of what is happening right now. But y'all seeing it reverberate throughout like the media, right? It's there. Man, Leon, I can't even get my words together, bro. You got something that you want to share with the people, bro, now that you're here? I'm all over the place, bro.
Yo, man. So brother be out of loop sometimes on missions.
Oh
So
my God, bro.
from what I'm gathering,
Bro.
Gal Gadot getting a sequel is on the table right now. What?
Bro.
What is happening? What is happening? Yo.
Oh my God, bro. Bro, I can't, man.
Crazy. I just want to ask
Oh
the
yeah,
chat, man.
I threw my phone. I'm sorry. Y'all know what happened when I throw my phone. And I only do it when it's real.
Facts.
I only throw that phone when I can't. Yo, when I can't hold it, Leon. It's like that. I want you to get away from me.
I feel you. It's crazy.
Go ahead, though, bro.
Man, I just want to know, man, like where y'all want to be. What side of history? I'm just asking. Not even the chat, because the majority of y'all are already on the right side of history. I just want to know those that are snipe watching us or whatever. I don't even know if the beta still do that.
It's some in the chat right now. I'm convinced it's James Gunn. That's James Gunn in the chat right now, bro.
Oh, that's so funny. I just see that. Not the way.
Yo, might as well.
Hilarious,
might as well be.
Hilarious, man.
Go ahead, Leon. I'm sorry, bro. I'm just man.
You good. I'm seeing the beta.
I'm activated right now.
Got them interns working overtime making names.
Yeah.
He just said sell is the way. Let's make an account that says sell is not the way. That's how you get them. Clever.
Yo, I just want to know what side of history y'all want to be on, man. That's all. I just want to know, man. This is crazy. Yeah, this is a big deal, man. This is a big deal. It's one thing for Zack to endorse Blue Beetle, which is also a big deal for different reasons. That have nothing to necessarily do with the DCU, and potentially everything to do with Mike DeLuca and Pat Abdi. It's one thing for that, but it's a whole other thing for Wonder Woman to come back. Yo, that screams volumes, yo. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just glad I'm on the right side of history on that one. What else am I missing? Anything else juicy happened while I was gone?
Yo, don't it feel good, Leon, to actually be on the right side of history, right? To know that at least if you was gonna go down, you was gonna go down fighting this thing the right way, right?
And that's the main thesis of our actions. We're not saying that we're doing any of this stuff like we're guaranteed to get what we want, or we're guaranteed to win at this point, or like they better do it. No, we just know that when Sky presented the idea, I was like, oh, I'm 100% in, because why not? Why not be 100% in? I was 100% about everything else when it came to being a Zack Snyder fan. So why wouldn't I be 100% about this idea? Whether it's wacky, whether it's a fool's errand, whether it's, wishful thinking. This is what fandoms do, right? I mean, I don't know. And then we did it effectively. So at the end of the day, yeah, you're right, Sky. I can go to sleep at night knowing that I did this wholeheartedly, and I didn't just naysay and talk shit. And then when it happens,
right? I didn't just make burner accounts and come in people's chats, right? And try to stop a good thing that somebody got going on, right? Which is literally giving people hope and moving efficiently, right? No. Right?
Exactly.
I would rather try to get in front of that and try to stop that. Right? Why? Because I'm not liking, right, what this thing could potentially be messing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, because look, and it seems as if times are changing.
Times they are changing. That they are. That they are.
We can do this. Shout out to Bob Dylan.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, y'all. Like I'm loving all this that's going on. Right? I can definitely tell you this. I would rather this Gal Gadot wrench be thrown into the fray rather than it not be.
True.
Right? If I'm gonna get look, if we're gonna have Guy Gardner, you might as well keep Gal. Right? Like, come on now.
Austin, he just said, Leon, tell us about your feelings about Zack Snyder supporting Blue Beetle. Yeah, I mean, I kind of said it on Twitter when he had first did it, that or X, whatever the hell it's called now. I was basically saying that this is a big deal, and proceeded to use the hashtags. And naysayers were saying this is actually anti-cell, you idiot. And I'm like, how? How is it anti-cell? See, that's because people look at this in an angle.
Facts, bro.
You know what I mean?
Right.
They look at it in an angle without knowledge. They look at it in an angle and a perception that is steered towards what they want, which is for, the retooling and rebooting and the, what did Sin Havoc call it earlier? Not restructuring, but
the retcon.
Yeah.
Exactly. A retcon, right? They want it to be a retcon. So they look at any sort of activity towards something that Gunn has endorsed, Blue Beetle, as, oh, that's his movie because he said it. It's not his movie. It's not his character. And we don't know in what capacity that this film is going to be a part of the DCU. We do know that it's a Warner Brothers Discovery, Abdi and DeLuca production. That's what we know for a fact. Now, before this endorsement and before whatever else may or may not be going on behind the scenes, this probably was some sort of a gun adjacent kind of a movie, because he doesn't have anything else. What else does he have? Superman may or may not come out.
I'm
Legacy.
giving you all I got, Captain. I don't have the
power. I just don't have the power.
You don't got enough dilithium crystals, man.
So it's like this, man. Zack endorsing Blue Beetle is incredibly major, you know. And look, I'll play both sides of the coin. It could be a incredibly big deal in a bad way, I guess. I don't know. I just don't see him endorsing Blue Beetle at the behest of Gunn.
No.
I just don't see that happening. Now I do see it happening at the behest of the DC Studios. I'm sorry, the Warner Brothers Discovery, Warner Brothers Pictures, the heads of Warner Brothers Pictures, Abdi and DeLuca, because Abdi and DeLuca did him a solid, and their praises were sang ad nauseum at Full Circle. So at the end of the day, I think this is a great power play by Zack, because it's just another favor added to the many favors that can lend towards something big happening for Zack in the near future. Hint, hint. You know? So it's pretty much how I feel about that. In regards to this, I really want to touch on this Wonder Woman thing one more time, because this shit is crazy to me. Like, I understand the quality that we saw in 2, the second one. I get that. Shit was trash. But I'll tell you this. I'll take a trash Wonder Woman sequel if it means that we're going towards Cell. And if it means there's a monkey wrench towards anything going on with a gun, I'll take it. I don't give a damn. That's just how dedicated I am to Cell. With that being said, whatever this means, I'm hoping that this means that this is something, as far as the direction of whatever happens next with this Wonder Woman project. I hope it's literally directly tied into ZSJL. Cell, ZSJL, excuse me. You know what I mean? Like, I hope it's directly tied into ZSJL, you know what I mean? Because, like, what else could it be? I think Sky was saying earlier, because I was, like, cleaning up and stuff. I think Sky said earlier, like, damn it, I forgot what you said, actually. But I remember something making me think, like, man, this ain't no DCU project. I forgot what you said, but I literally said that out loud. Like, this isn't a DCU project. I agree. It was something you said in regards to DCU project in comparison to something happening with a Wonder Woman sequel. I forgot what you said, but it made me think of that. But yeah, man.
I forgot too. Yeah, right.
Either way, like.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. Oh no, nah.
So either way, this Gal Gadot shit, this is not. Oh, when you were talking about how they basically took all the pieces off the table, man. They took the Snyderverse chess pieces off of the table, and so here's another one being added back onto the table. That means a lot. That's insane. That's why I put that little bullseye. I'm like, bro, you spitting right now. I was like, man, let me get the hell on this panel. Literally, what you said there made me get on this panel. I was like, for real, because they took all of the chess pieces off on purpose in real time to piss off the fans and to say, this is what's happening next, right? Whether you like it or not, get with the program. And here's Gal Gadot behind the scenes like, no. With that little accent. I love me some Gal Gadot. Thank you, Gal, for coming through and representing.
Right, and here's the thing. You know, what this movie is going to ultimately be, you know, that's a conversation for another time. I'm only speaking to this film's existence, right? We know for a fact that, as Leon just stated, all these pieces were taken off of the board, and then all of a sudden, now there's the big gun coming back onto the table, right? Which is crazy. Wonder Woman is like the tank of Zack Snyder's Justice League, right? She's she's the best fighter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all that. And you know, wacky movie or not, people still think about Zack Snyder when they see Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman. 100%.
Oh yeah, he pretty much, man, he did everything I ever dreamed Wonder Woman should be. Be gorgeous, have an accent, right? Literally, I know those details kind of seem superficial to people, but like Wonder Woman should be incredibly gorgeous, and she should sound worldly. You know what I mean? Not just like she grew up in, I don't know, Wyoming or some shit. Like she should literally sound like, ooh, I can't even place where she's from. You know what I mean? Where's that accent from? Where's that dialect? You know, like and he did that. He made Wonder Woman feel like an international warrior, queen, princess. You know what I mean? Like that's clearly his take on Wonder Woman, man. So I'm glad you pointed that out, man. Yeah, definitely, man.
It just makes you wonder, like, what is going on behind the scenes?
What's really going on?
What is going on? All this, you know, first Zack.
Something's cooking, y'all. Something's cooking.
Oh no, I'm not gone. I'm not gone. I'm
hey, do y'all think it's Chris Nolan?
Damn it.
No? Okay. Just asking.
He's restoring it as we speak, bro.
Just a second. Just wondering.
Oh shit, dude.
I'm just wondering, woman. I'm just wondering, woman.
I think it's universally understood that it's not going to be done by Nolan, bro. I think we get that, bro. That's hilarious. Yeah, I appreciate you fucking saying all that on Wonder Woman, and yeah, it's a big deal that it's even coming out that she's going to be making Wonder Woman 3, because as far as we knew, that wasn't happening. You know,
she even said her goodbyes, right?
Right.
Shit.
I mean, like but now all of a sudden, a couple months later, stuff's changed. I mean, why is that? Is it because the corn sweat announcement didn't really hit like it thought it would? I mean, is it because everything's been flopping because of your announcement that the DCU's done? So now we got to kind of retcon also. We got to retcon your announcements. We remember, dude. We remember. And I thank Sky also for reminding me. I forgot that whole thing transpired with Patty Jenkins and the falling out. That's hilarious that this is all taking place right now, dude.
Bro, oh my God. Think about this. They did her just like they did The Rock.
Yep.
That's
right?
bad.
Yeah, they sure did.
Sent her out and then blamed her when she was on her way out the door.
Yep.
Fired her in, threw under the bus. Yep.
But all of a sudden now, something's changed. All of a sudden. What changed?
All of a sudden. Come on, man.
Yo, how funny would it be if like someone just like misinterpreted something for her? Like just didn't say it right. I don't know. Obviously that's not the case. She would have just come out and say something like that. But in a funnier world, in a South Park episode, she just misinterpreted a text or like Google Translate like sent the wrong email or something. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, this whole thing, dude, it's just like so ridiculous. You got Zack Snyder's Justice League with a cliffhanger of Darkseid getting ready to go on a full-scale, old-school invasion of Earth.
He said, ready the Armada, Necron.
Dude, I'm like, it's so badass and exciting. Like, oh my God, this is going to be freaking epic. And then you hear, well, I'm going to have Superman fighting with the Authority. And people are like, what? The who? What? No, man, we want to see that Darkseid invasion. I want to see the who?
I meant Brainiac. I meant Brainiac.
What is this? The Office?
For real.
Bro, no, he actually means all the above, bro. Dude, everybody's in this movie, bro. Spoiler alert. Everybody's in this movie.
How's that gonna work?
It's not.
Oh.
Spoilers.
It's not.
Come on, man.
It's not, bro.
Dude.
Yo, appreciate you, Rock Toss, by the way. Let us know if you can. Give us a little preview of when that's going to drop, that interview with Sky. If you can in the chat. But, yo, what were you going to say?
Yo, think about this, y'all. Right? They said that Zack Snyder rushed to the Justice League with BBS. What the hell is this? Right? Like, you got
this damn movie. That damn movie's rushing to DC, motherfucker. Like, fuck, but Justice, it was everything, nigga. The whole DC universe.
And think about this, because I was thinking about this all day. I'm like, yo, there's no way that they didn't take some of what Man of Steel 2 was and add it into Superman Legacy. Now that Brainiac is in it. There's no way. There's no way that, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing from Man of Steel 2 that got rolled over into this Superman Legacy with pertaining to the Brainiac character, right? Yeah. I think, because look, we even heard from Mikey Sutton that Man of Steel 2 was going to have, you know, Sasha Calle's Supergirl in it, right? Along with Ray Fisher's Cyborg. Mm-hmm. I think they might have just swapped Cyborg for Mr. Terrific, right?
Oh yeah.
Right?
Facts.
Terrible.
And just so think about this. Gunn comes in the door. He has a Man of Steel 2 script that's ready to go, ready to shoot, right? He's like, nah, right? We don't need that. You know what I'm saying? Then say, hey, I got a better idea. Let's go do this Superman Legacy young reboot thing where he's on TikTok. All right, fine. But then you're going to sit there and you're going to now use some elements probably from this movie that you convinced them not to make. And you think that the fan base is just going to show up, bro? Oh, my man, bro.
You're acting like we're not tapped in like that. Yeah, I know.
They're gonna show up and show out. I know they are. Yo, I'm gonna throw this little detail in what you just said to Sky. One last detail. Writer's strike happens. All the more reason to steal scripts that are lying on the table. Just saying.
Yep.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, you know, he was writing the script for so long, and then all of a sudden just got it in before the writer's strike happened, right? Before it officially like started. You guys remember that, right? And out of nowhere, he just handed that bitch in too. How did that happen? You're having trouble for so long, cracking the code, just like everyone else with these scripts, but all of a sudden something comes along and they're able to crack the code with it. Just like the same thing with Matt Reeves and the Batman, kind of getting a script from somebody else with that, and this is the same thing as goes. It's the Marvel formula, though, right? Get your ideas from another creator. I mean, that's what happened before. The whole Endgame, Infinity War, that was Zach's previous plan, and how did he get it? From Joss Whedon, from James Gunn. Like it's. And the same thing's happening now.
Jeff
like
Johns too,
dude.
Jeff Johns. That's who it was. That's why I meant to say not James Gunn.
Mikey was so right. I had this in my collection, the Justice League International from way back.
Damn.
I started reading it again, and I could literally see James Gunn just laughing his ass off at the comedy in this, thinking it would be, oh my God. No one's brought this to the big screen. This would be so funny and hilarious. And it's like, dude, I mean, it's okay in a comic, whatever, but this is going to be, no, man, it's not okay as a damn Justice League movie. It's ridiculous. But I could see him reading it thinking, it's amazing.
Yeah. Right.
Because if you watch his movies, I could see him trying to read this and going, he would love to translate this into the
Right.
fucking big
And
screen, dude.
you're absolutely right. Here's the thing about JLI that annoys me. Same thing that annoys me about most comics, right? That do comedy or any sort of like hyper focus on one sort of genre. The shit is only hitting for nerds.
You're
This
right.
shit don't translate to regular average Joe everyday people. You walk up to some chick in the mall and hand her this comic, she's gonna be like, "The fuck is this?" You hand this shit to somebody who's even into comics, and they're gonna be like, "The fuck is this?" And I'm not dissing JLI. It was cool for its time. It was kind of funny.
It was like a little
It was-
like side road, you know, whatever,
It was-
funny little side comic, big deal.
Right. It was funny.
But it's
in
not the Dark Knight Returns.
It was funny in context to the DC universe. You dig what I'm saying?
Yes.
It was funny in context
For
to
the
like
nerds.
who Guy Gardner is and how his attitude is, and like Batman's attitude, and him getting jaw jacked. You know what I'm saying? By Batman
Yeah.
is like a huge moment for JLI, right?
Yes,
When that
it's probably
happened,
the
it was like
most famous one. Yeah.
exactly. You can't pick out any other moment in that whole fucking run that sticks out besides that moment, Batman punching Guy Gardner. So it's like that tells you all you need to know about nerd comedy, comic book comedy, like in that era. Again, I ain't dissing it. It was cool. I like it. Thought it was cool, but it's not the most hitting, bussin', dope, flame, W, amazing version of Justice League was Grant Morrison's Justice League. Literally after that sort of an era of a JLI, etc. Right? It was literally like the antithesis of when Doomsday came through and he mopped the fucking floor with the JLI, like they were nothing.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, and everybody was like, well, I think that was the reason. They were like, I think Superman died because the main illest, dopest members of the Justice League were all spread out. It was the JLI that was available, and and Doomsday mopped the floor. And then by the time Superman got to him, Superman got his ass dead. You think that would have happened if the Justice League proper was involved?
Right.
Same thing with that Zack did, right? The Justice League wasn't formed. It was just the Trinity, right? It's kind of similar, except Zack didn't use the JLI. He just used the Trinity, right? So it's like, I said all that to say this. JLI and anything like it is a niche situation that is not going to hit like that. It just ain't. You're trying to take a Guardians of the Galaxy version of Justice League and turn it into a hit. We're done with it. Everybody's done with that. There's fatigue with that because there's only so much juice you can squeeze out of that rock. Meaning there ain't no damn juice.
Of all the Green Lanterns, you want to debut with Guy Gardner, dude?
Not a chance. Yeah, not a chance, dude. Like, why?
Nonsense.
That's the third string backup. Like, not even. And then, like, almost worse than that. I put him under Kyle Rayner. Like, he's the fourth string.
Yeah.
That's the practice squad QB, bro. Guy Gardner. Like, what are we doing?
Bro, I told y'all Kilowog gets more love than Guy Gardner. I'm not joking.
Facts. Yeah, I would definitely put him above Guy
100%.
Gardner for sure, dude. I was thinking about, like, Earthling Green Lantern, but Green Lantern in general, he's still over. Yeah, he still makes the list.
Bro, he's still under Kilowog as an Earthling.
He's still under Kilowog.
as an Earthling Green Lantern,
bro. That's hilarious.
In this order is John and Hal fighting for 1 and 2 spot, right? I don't know what y'all want to put, but it's John and Hal, and then after that is Kyle. And Kilowog.
Yep.
Right.
And then
a bunch of other Green Lanterns, and then Guy Gardner.
And then not just playing.
Yeah.
maybe
Jessica Cruz.
Sinestro before it changed.
I mean, look at this roster, man. You got Batman, Guy Gardner, Booster Gold,
Yeah, dude.
Blue Beetle, Martian Manhunter. Wow. I wonder if his original plans was to have Zachary Levi Shazam to be in his JL, because Shazam's in this JL. He's like the Superman replacement.
Right.
Wow. Wow, dude. Unfucking real.
I can see that.
Yeah, Jessica Cruz gets more love. Everyone's hating on Guy Gardner. It's hilarious, bro. Come on,
Well, he's not a likable character.
He's not, dude. He's a dick.
He's an idiot.
He got in his they did like a, not a reboot, but like a, you know, retooling of the character. Jeff Johns wrote him to be like the, you know, the asshole jock with a heart.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Before all that, fans wanted him dead. I remember sitting in comic shops or at school talking to the homies, and we all hated that dude.
Yeah, dude.
What's that one meme nowadays people use? All my homies hate, and then they insert word. All my homies hate Guy Gardner, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, Guy Gardner's trash.
You only know his name just because of like the GG, and he was like the original like inspiration too. But like, nah, it's either Hal. It's you just did it. You just did it. It's Hal or John. That's either your one A, 1B, and then Kyle Rayner, and then Kilowog, and a bunch of other Green Lanterns before we get to Guy Gardner, dude. No way. And I would put like iterations of characters above Guy Gardner's, like, you know, like when Batman had the rings, or when Flash got a hold of one of the Green Lantern rings. Like, I put those characters obviously above Guy Gardner, but yeah, no way, dude. Why would you pick that? Just because it's unknown? Would you pick it because it's unknown, or is it because you read this shit comic that didn't do well and isn't funny for mainstream audiences?
I'm gonna say it was like a bomb. It kind of had its day back then. It was, you know, somewhat popular.
It didn't last though.
Right. But it was like Leon totally nailed it. It was just a niche.
Yeah,
it got hit, and then it was gone. You know, it wasn't a thing. It's insane to, like, for all your source material you could pull from, this is what you want to pull from.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, that's a total beta.
It's crazy too, because like that whole style of what came afterwards with Morrison, like you look at Kyle, bro. Kyle was one of the nastiest underdog lanterns that ever did it. He was that dude who, like, he wasn't I just have willpower oozing from me like a Hal. He wasn't like, same thing with John, you could argue, where he just oozing with will, but he's just soldier as fuck.
Yeah.
And then
hard, dude.
Yeah. And then like Kyle was like one of us. He had a job. He was like an artist, and then he's given his ring, and he's having to like dig deep and being put in these crazy ass situations with like the likes of Batman, Superman, and we gradually saw him become, like, at one point, arguably the greatest Green Lantern ever. At one point. So it's kind of like, you got all of that sitting there waiting to be tapped.
What are you doing?
But you want to get the motherfucker whose chin got tapped by my favorite hero, Batman. Okay, cool. I guess. Go for it.
What are we doing? And it's just, to me, it's just more poor decision making. But I'm not surprised. Honestly, that's like more par for the course. Hearing that's 100%. The case, that, you know, you want to go with something wacky like that. It's not surprising to me at all. But yeah,
we all saw Peacemaker.
We all saw Peacemaker.
Well, I can't speak for y'all, but
I literally
I saw Judo Master and I saw Vigilante.
Yeah, dude. I only was able.
This was right up that alley, man.
I had HBO Max back then, and I was like, you know what? Let me check this out and see what it's about. As soon as it came out, and as soon as the intro played, I turned it off right afterwards. Right afterwards, I'm like, huh? What are we doing? This is DC. This is supposed to be the badass character that was trying to have a 1v1 with Bloodsport. This is the guy? Like, huh? Maybe that's cool in like one episode, right? If someone's like tripping, hallucinating, has a brain tumor, and they're thinking that everything's a musical, that's cool to do in like one episode. But to come with that as the title, let's look at previous like series intro cards with those type of like superheroes, right? Or anti-heroes, if you will. Like they're not even they're not a dancing number. For whatever reason, the first one I think of is the Daredevil, the Daredevil Netflix one.
You beat me to it. I was trying to say the Netflix Marvel.
Yeah.
Yes. Just beautiful. I would compare that series to like the Dark Knight. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
that's their Dark Knight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's how you start a serious like badass show. If you're supposed to be some like assassin who can just always make the shot, and like I said, that's what he was portrayed as. He was a villain in fucking the Suicide Squad. Realistically, like he was the bad guy's bad guy because he was working, for the government, and he was not that. When I saw that dancing number, as soon as it started, I was like, just like clicked it off. I was like, this is supposed to be DC. This is supposed to be like serious. How much money did we spend on the stage, on the choreographer, for all the actors to learn that fucking dance? It was a fucking waste.
Let me ask y'all a question. If we take out the DC element, right? And
still bad.
Like, right. Like, what the fuck? Imagine this is not DC. This is just about some dude who's hired by the government to do some wet work, like on some Solid Snake shit. I just went Metal Gear for a second. But bro, imagine you flipping the channel and you see what the fuck is that? I'm just an old killer. I do some wet work. But you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you like? That's insane. You're right, bro. I fucked around and I saw that intro because I was like, I ain't watching this show. And I watched the intro. I was like, I'm gonna check it out. I gotta give it a shot. I was like, are you fucking serious? I was like, say word, this ain't the intro.
I know, right? Nah. I was like, dude, I was like, this is just the episode 1. So I went to episode 2. I'm like, no, it's the same. Oh my god.
I did the same shit, dog. I am not kidding. I'm not just trying to act. I'm dead ass. I was like, nah, this gotta be.
That's hilarious, bro.
Because I thought, hey, I know y'all familiar with this. Like when y'all see certain shows, HBO does. What is it? Or Showtime? It might be HBO because they did it with what is that show, man? Where it was always something different. Atlanta does it too.
Yes.
They just show the title card and it's always a different look.
Yeah.
And I was like, I thought it was something like that. Where like first episode is gonna be crazy and the second one's gonna be something, interesting. Nah, bro. I was like,
he said interesting. So the first one wasn't interesting.
It was interesting, all right.
Bro.
I was like, yo,
that shit was wacky.
John Cena's like, I'm just gonna take this check, bro. I guess.
At least I'm not getting slammed through a table or having someone punch me in the face or kick me off a cage. Like this is a lot better.
Bro. I'm calling Vince and trying to get that WWE championship, bro, because it can't be worth it, bro.
Dude, I don't know. He loved it. He wore the fucking suit at the premiere of the Suicide Squad. Like he was
nah.
He's about it.
What a corn.
Cena's all in, bro.
Dude,
no, bro. Cena's all in. Bro, look.
The Drew Carey show, dude. The Drew Carey show is a better. Don't fucking bring Drew Carey show into this, bro. I like that intro. That was way better than this shit, dude. They had like a whole city, and it made sense. That's a parody comedy sitcom, not fucking Peacemaker, dude. Like it looked like a bad version of a rendition of Napoleon Dynamite, dude. It looked like they were trying to do a parody of Napoleon Dynamite in the fucking intro, bro. Oh my god. Yeah. Now they'll never get over that, how bad that was, bro. It's hilarious we did the same exact thing. It's like, no way this is real, dude. Let me just check this
I dead ass did that. I was like, I was like, hold on. I was like,
No
oh hell
way.
no, I'm not sitting through
Hey,
this. No way.
Nah.
Ain't no way,
hey,
bro.
I never even like checked. I never watched anything. I never opened it. I never
Dude,
did it. Nah, I
I
just
have
stayed cool
I
away
have
from
to
Peacemaker.
I have to just check it out, and I wanted to just see it because I always
I
have a
feel it.
devil's advocate who's like, oh well, you don't know until you know. Like, don't knock until you try it. I've always
See,
been that person. I even checked out the Batman, dude. Like I said,
you see, look,
watched
some
it
of
till I
us
couldn't.
learn from our past mistakes. Some of us don't. You know what I'm saying? Some of us
I'll check out anything,
learn from
bro.
the mistakes of others. I'm like, bro, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, once
I
I
feel
saw
you.
the Suicide Squad, I was like, bro, this ain't hitting for me.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
Mm-hmm.
if they had any if they still would have carried the character over in any shape and form from the Suicide Squad, it would have been better than what they did. But
Oh my
when
god,
James
this is
Gunn
worse.
got to the fucking Peacemaker, dude, it just went off the rails.
Yeah. Hey, he was like, I'm about to get real wacky.
Yeah,
Y'all
dude.
thought the Suicide Squad was wacky. Wait till you get a load of Vigilante.
What were you trying to do? What was he trying to do with that fucking show, dude? Like, honestly, what were you trying to like?
I don't know.
That was the intro for us as to the DCU,
There you go. Yeah.
and like let's compare that to the rest of
It
fucking DC
it
stuff
was
that we've
his
seen.
blog. If
Yeah,
y'all, I brought up his blog a few times in the past. He has a
it's
blog, man, where
hilarious.
he discusses how he does not respect comic books at
Fact.
all. So he
Let's put him
views
in
it.
charge of a comic studio.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
He views it in the lens. He views it in the lens of like we're all nerdy lames who overly worship this shit. You know what I'm saying? So when he looks at it, he doesn't look at it as like material to adapt, to highlight it and elevate it. He looks at it as something to like talk shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he usually picks the Z-list types because you can really do that type of shit with. Plus, studios are usually when they're smart, they usually are like, nah, bro, like you're not about to fuck up my brand by making this dumb shit. You know what I'm saying?
not the people who let you fail upwards, dude. Not that studio. It's upside down world over there. Everything is just backwards, dude. They don't make any types of good decisions.
Right.
Everything you think is logical just doesn't happen, bro. I completely agree. You would think usually, usually,
Right.
not here. It's fucking
But yeah.
hilarious, dude. Because and actually, if you guys look closely on some of the night shift thumbnails, because you've mentioned that, Leon, and you said that multiple times on some of the buckets that Colonel Gunn is holding. It says where it would say, Kentucky Fried Chicken. It says, "What are comics?" That's what I put on there instead on the bucket, the KFC bucket, dude, the KFCU bucket.
Well, that is freaking genius. For real.
My little Easter eggs, bro. Got roast this, because he doesn't know, dude. He doesn't know, and the source material he's reading is stuff that, sure, like if you get things and these are the stories that haven't been done in live action yet. He's probably given that stuff, right? He can go as a CEO of DC Studios. He can go there to a creative team and be like, all right, give me the stuff that hasn't been done yet. And in live action. All right, boom. Here's this run, here's this run, here's this run. And they're also getting source material that they think he would like, right? As they're doing it, they're kind of already differentiating his taste. He probably asked for stuff. All right, give me the comedic stuff. That's the comedic stuff that they have listed in their genre. So they're pulling up the JLI stuff. And he's not reading from experience of a DC fan. He didn't go through these moments of these comic books coming out and also the animated shows coming out and experiencing those as a kid. You know what I'm saying? He was doing other things partaking in other activities and wasn't reading these comic books. Obviously, he was too cool for comic books, and somehow, and in a hilarious fashion, has himself turned into a nerd on the other side of things. So that's
Hey, that's
that's
real
what,
though, right? The
right,
irony, right? Like he acts like he's above the shit that he literally should be
dude.
inundated with.
Right, bro.
Mouth
Imagine
breathing
that.
ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Imagine that. James Gunn calling somebody a nerd.
Right.
That's like a young 7-foot Shaq turning his nose up at sports. You know what I mean? Like I just don't want. What do you mean basketball? I'm above
Play
basketball. You big
sports.
7-foot motherfucker.
Yeah.
Play sports. How dare you?
Yeah, dude, dunk it, bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
How dare you approach me with such rubbish? Sports. Poppycock.
I mean, you know already, and I'm sure we could look it up. I don't need to do a deep dive, but like, there's not a chance that he was sitting in and watching Saturday morning cartoons like the rest of us were. There's not a chance that he was taking part in like the DC events that were going on, like the death of Superman, and actually experiencing those things, and even the New 52, right? Like he wasn't doing that because he was so entrenched with like the Marvel stuff going on. So there's no way I want to ever hear him say like, "Oh, I've been such a DC fan for so long." It's like the reason why you got this position was because of all the backdoor nonsense that went on to get you there. You failed upwards somehow through DC. Never put out a good DC film, but got to the co-CEO head position of it. And here we are with these announcements of your slate, and it's just I'm sorry, this might be just a reference for me, all right, but this is gonna be a long play. Have any of you guys watched A Bug's Life, the animated movie from back in the day? Oh my god, probably not. I'm gonna wait for the chat to give me let me know if they've seen A Bug's Life. But there's a scene where there's a bunch of bugs in a circus, right? And you know, like when you're at a circus and people are going around with popcorn and whatnot, and they're like, "Oh, popcorn! Did somebody order this? Did somebody order this?" One of the things that the bugs ordered, and it made me laugh as a kid, is called a poo-poo platter, and that is what this slate is to me. Did somebody order a poo-poo platter? That's the James Gunn slate. That's the DCU, the DCPU, the KFCU, whatever you want to call it, dude. It stinks to me at everything, and they had to announce something good. They had to make a change. They had to bring somebody back that would bring some of the fans back. And this is like guaranteed money. It's just hilarious now that like, oh, all of a sudden we can afford these old actors, and why do we get rid of them? And oh, now we can develop this Wonder Woman 3 film that probably, won't take anything from Patty's ideas, but will just maybe steal the core concepts of it. So I don't know. It's cool and it's awesome that they are making changes, because obviously it was shown that this is definitely making a difference, and Cell is still the way. But it's just like, at a different day, we're going to have to talk about further details of this film and how we feel about them, because obviously I don't think any of us are too excited unless it means more to the future of Cell. And I'm sure we'll get Leon back soon. But did you guys want to say anything else about this? Scott, you want to say something? You came in smiling, bro.
Yeah, man, because like I'm about to have to dip, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been trying to hold off, but I gotta get out of here, man. This has been super dope. And yo, the thing is, the thing that I want to leave with you guys is, hashtag Cell is the way.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Just all is not as it seems, guys. Just make sure you stay on the right path, and I can't contain myself right now, man. Look, y'all hit me after y'all done, and I will try
we'll end it right now, bro. We'll end it right now. It's all
right.
good. We're done. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming through the panel. Obviously, Much love, boys. We'll get to talking after this, and we'll see y'all next time. We'll see y'all on Saturday for the cartoons and cereal. We'll continue into episode 6 with the Batman series. Make sure y'all catch up if you're not caught up, and we got some cool announcements coming soon. So stay tuned to all the socials. Obviously, it's Skiiwalker Tha Jedi at the new Geekz, at Necron_L, and at No Goliath. Make sure you follow those hashtags. Make sure you're following everyone on the Syndicate Network, and much love to everyone who supports Cell. Hashtag Cell ZSJL to Netflix. Hashtag Cell Snyderverse to Netflix. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Bang.